Titanfall 3.
Titanfall 3.
Titanfall 3.
Titanfall 3.
Titanfall 3.
Titanfall 3.
Guys, I'm starting to think Titanfall 3 isn't coming out this year. Well, if we're being blatantly honest with ourselves, we all knew something like the actual release of Titanfall 3 wouldn't come out this year. But we were at least expecting something, anything, a teaser, a hint, even an unofficial announcement of anything Titanfall related. So what exactly happened? Why didn't we get anything? And most importantly, why did Respawn let down the entire Titanfall community this hard? Over the past 2 months, there has been a whirlwind of hype and teasers that ultimately led to, well, nothing. Respawn truly never understood just exactly what they had made until they actually released it. Titanfall 1 and Titanfall 2 were both critically acclaimed first-person shooters known for the innovative gameplay and fantastic multiplayer modes. Now, even though Titanfall 1 did absolute numbers on its release, Titanfall 2 absolutely flopped. Well, according to Respawn and EA, it flopped. The thing is, Titanfall 2, get this, was actually released at the worst time possible for a game carrying that much hype around it. EA decided it was a good idea to release Titanfall 2 right when Battlefield 1 came out, as well as Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Wow, I wonder why it flopped. And ironically enough, Infinite Warfare was already a far future first-person shooter, a lot like Titanfall in that Steam regard. So how did we all get led down this bad? The hype build-up. With Titanfall 1 having made EA $10 million, they saw an absolute goldmine and wasted no time to get Titanfall 2 released. Titanfall 2 would be everything Titanfall 1 was and so much better. A new push to gaming innovation within the franchise. But when they saw how terribly Titanfall 2 actually did, having only made them $4 million, they decided to change directions. Funny that it was nobody else's fault beside their own. Looking at Titanfall 2 right now, over its entire lifespan, it's made EA roughly about $200+ million. But years back, over time, as Titanfall 2 started to go on, it started to become an empty ghost shell of the former glory that it once was. Absolutely ransacked with hackers, terrible servers, and so much more.
Hacker. Der hackt. Oh.
The game only averaged about 3,000 players in the past few years. Eventually, Titanfall 2 became basically unplayable and lost a large majority of the player base to other games like Apex Legends as well as other shooters. But in the past few months, Respawn had the absolute balls to inject the entire community with copium about Titanfall 3, only for them to deliver nothing. Literally nothing. You see, these teasers, which I'm sure we have all seen by now, had the community in absolute hype for not just Titanfall 3, but at least anything Titanfall related. And we all know it started with Iniquity's tweet saying that Titanfall's anniversary starts when the previous season for Apex named Resurrection had ended, along with many other things. Let's not forget about the fake Titanfall teaser trailer that went crazy all over the community and the internet, let alone all the crazy dates, conspiracies, and quotes that ended up in the number 3, which we all thought meant Titanfall 3. That is, until one day, Respawn dropped the very first Stories from the Outlands trailer on October 19th about Apex Legends Ignite. And both the Apex community and the Titanfall community was, well, on edge. The Titanfall fans were all hoping for an awesome trailer that announced either the release of Titanfall 3 or Titanfall 3 lore within the trailer that pointed towards something Titanfall related. But instead, all we got there was a Titan battle completely unrelated to the new legend. October 23rd. We're now getting closer and closer to the 28th, when we finally will be expecting to see something. But instead, all we really got out of that very anticipated trailer was literally a Disney musical. the dislikes here definitely come from some very, very disappointed people. That is until October 26th, just 2 days before the 28th. No teasers, nothing being said. Absolutely nothing. Except for one trailer being released that everyone who is a fan of Titanfall was seriously anticipating. And, well, all we got from it was a pretty regular standard gameplay trailer for Apex Legends showing everything new coming to Apex Legends in Season 19. To say the least, the Titanfall community was left in absolute dismay. And to be honest, so was I. The Titanfall community was ecstatic. You could feel the collective excitement on forums, social media, and in gaming communities. People were speculating about what Titanfall 3 would bring to the table, from new weapons, maps, and titans to improved single-player campaigns. Truly, it was genuinely an amazing time for all of us who had some serious hope and excitement. The future of Titanfall 3. You see, when I first played the Titanfall 2 campaign and finished it, much like you guys, I loved it. And to know that BT was still alive gave me some serious hope for a third installment. The multiplayer that I was playing at the time was Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, but when I played Titanfall 2's multiplayer, the gunplay and movement system was really nothing I'd ever experienced before in a first-person shooter. It was fun. It's been about 7 years since Titanfall 2's release, and we haven't even seen a DLC or anything related to Titanfall 3. All this hype buildup coming around just for a new legend in Apex was very, very anticlimactic, especially since I told everyone not to take their pills. After all, the Frontier Militia YouTube channel is still trying to troll everyone into thinking that something is actually coming for Titanfall 3, even after nothing was announced. After we got this last trailer for Apex Legends Season 19, the update had finally arrived and cross progression had arrived along with it. The Apex community was having an absolute field day. But the Titanfall community, on the other hand, all the copium addicts got was an anniversary playlist update in the game. No new map, no new Titan, no new content, no new DLC, at the least, just a few game modes to say thank you. Many of us felt like our trust and hope in Respawn and EA had been completely shattered, not that we had any to begin with. But the craziest thing is that the CEO of Respawn himself, Vince Zampella, even said that he wants to see a Titanfall 3, but it would just have to come out at the right time. Now, I don't know about you guys, but now seems like a pretty damn good time. The future of Titanfall. But listen, pilots, it's not all doom and gloom for Titanfall 3. I know nothing came, and right about now, it quite literally seems like all hope is lost here. But the truth is, hope isn't lost. I know there are certain people who just don't want to see the Titanfall community win. We may not have any official word on Titanfall 3. We may have been extremely disappointed by the anniversary of Titanfall 2, but some of us have still not taken our pills, bro. And you know why? Because as quoted by my homie Devskoy, we have just as much evidence that Titanfall 3 is coming than you do that it isn't. September 7th, the tweet that started all of this, Titanfall 2 being updated, servers fixed, game went on sale, as well as the discussion about Titanfall 2's anniversary. And please, don't forget about the Unix dates that were released in the patch notes for Apex Legends. Should I keep going? We literally have the GeForce Now leak where Titanfall 3 is on the list of games. Don't forget about the random updates that Titanfall 2 got, which, by the way, is still getting frequent updates. I completely forgot to mention that there are, I don't know, literal CEOs that say themselves that they want to see Titanfall 3. It may not come now, but it will come soon, pilots. Remember, the most brutal challenges are given to the strongest soldiers. Some random guy on the internet. Don't take your pills.